Okay, we're live. I'm digging this filter, by the way, guys. I don't know if you've noticed. I've been just using this filter nonstop. So I want to talk with you guys really quickly today about how to shift things quickly, how to collapse time, how to really step into your power and your infinite nature as a creator, and get out of your own way and create a life you love and let it be easy and not struggle and suffer. Because I was just having a flashback to something that I experienced years ago that was a turning point for me. So I'm going to share it with you. And before we get into that, I just would love to introduce myself for any of you who are new to my world. Welcome. I am Hannah Jane. I am the founder of Radiant Goddess Revolution. And what I do is I help women leave behind all the stories, the behaviors, the thoughts, the beliefs, the feelings, the identities that are keeping them small and out of their power, and I activate them to boldly step into their power and align with their true, authentic selves so that they create success easily, effortlessly, in a way that feels good to them in every area of their lives. I really reconnect women with their power, with the truth of who they are. So that's me, and that's what I do. And as you catch this, let me know if you're catching it live or the replay. Say hello. This is new, going live on Instagram here, but I'm liking it. And I did read that I'm able to share it on Facebook, so I'm going to see if I'm able to do that after. I was listening to an audiobook just now, and the guy was explaining his struggle and how he woke up one day looking around wondering, is this all life is? Is this all that's available to me? And it took me back to a point in time. It's almost 10 years ago. This is crazy. And I remember waking up. I was in a relationship I hated. I remember laying in bed one morning, looking up at the ceiling, thinking, I hate this house. I hate this relationship. I hate my body. I hate my job. I hate like all of this. And I was in my early 20s and I was thinking, is this literally all I'm capable of? Is this how adults feel? Is this what adulting is? And I hated it. And not long after I left that relationship, I packed up and moved across the country to California. Then after that, I sold everything I owned and went on this spiritual quest and lived in South America for a couple years. I think a lot of people don't know that about me. All the details don't really matter. And then I had a couple businesses that I didn't love and didn't work out. And then, along the way, I hired a life coach. I really started working on myself. I had known about The Secret, about manifestation, all of these things, and it all began to tie together. And then I realized, this is my purpose, to help lead women through their own transformation, really experiencing a transformation from the inside out like I have. And here's the nugget of gold I want to share with you today, and that is that it doesn't need to take forever. Those of us who are blazing the trails, who are leading ourselves through this, have failed our way forward. Right? People who are afraid to fail won't start anything and they won't get anywhere. You have to be willing to fail. But the thing is, I don't know if you're noticing, time and space are beginning to collapse. In the coaching industry, people are creating the most beautiful, powerful transformations like that. All the energies are here to support us. And what's happening is the more of us that stand up and speak our truth and share our stories and share what we have learned and share our wisdom, the quicker we can do things, right? We can say, oh my gosh, over the last 10 years, this is what I've learned. Here's the important parts. Take it and run with it. It's just like in the Bible, how Jesus told people, all the things I'm doing, you can do this and more. We are infinite creators. And what I really want to share with you today too is that when you understand how infinite you are, how limitless you are, that you have infinite timelines available to you in each and every moment, you don't need to do things in the linear way, the logical way, right? Like this hustle struggle thing is collapsing quickly. All the women in business right now who are doing things in a very feminine way, sure, you need some masculine, you need some structure, you need to take action, but we are breaking all the rules and just proving that it doesn't need to be done in a slow, painful way. You can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, and you can do it so much more quickly when you start tapping into the totality of who you are. This is what happens when you start really playing in the quantum field, is how I like to say it. It's like sitting in the fullness of who you are. You know, the human side of you, doing things in this human 3D reality, is such a tiny, tiny part of who you are. And when you start leveraging your infinite potential, when you start leveraging the spiritual truth of who you are, which is the spirit and unlimited, and you start tuning into your own inner guidance, that stream of infinite intelligence that is always available to you, that stream of consciousness that contains your specific codes in each and every moment for your specific success, you collapse time. You play so much bigger. You break all the rules. There is no strategy. There is no, proven method, right? And people who share this, it works for them. It's worked for them. But what I'm saying is that we're entering a time where people are beginning to realize that there are infinite routes available to you. And I know if you're tuning into me, it's because you love freedom. I know if you're tuning into me, it's because something in your soul wants to hear this too, that there, maybe you've done something a certain way your entire life and it's worked, but if you are ready to try something in a new way, just know that it's available for you right now too. We're never locked in. We are limitless beings. We owe it to ourselves to expand. Jaybird Fit says spot on with all of this. Awesome. Sorry, I didn't even see you were joining me live. I'm new to the Instagram lives, but I'm enjoying it so far. So welcome. Thanks for joining me. So I'm really passionate about speaking up about this and helping people understand, because what I see keeping a lot of women playing small and not going after their dreams, and this was me for many years along my journey, is this feeling of I'm too far behind. It's going to take so long to get to where I want to be. It's going to be really difficult. And then all the doubt comes in and they sabotage themselves and they don't even take any action. Or they're thinking that I need to earn this, I need to work so hard, so they're taking a bunch of actually misaligned actions that don't feel good to them. And when I say misaligned, I mean doing things because you think it's going to get a certain result instead of because that's what you truly desire to do. Or holding back, like, ooh, I want to speak up, but maybe it will be too much. All these little ways we hold ourselves back. And when you can drop those stories, when you can just tap into that pure divine essence of who you are, that unlimited part, your true power, you will fly, you will soar, you will just leave behind all the smallness so quickly, and you're going to wonder what took you so long. But it's not even going to matter, because you'll be in this flow of receiving goodness and creating miracles and magic all the time. And it doesn't matter, because your process was your process, and whatever you experienced is what got you here. But I want you to know you're here hearing this transmission, and it can all shift. You just have to choose it. And it takes trusting yourself. It takes being willing to see who you truly are, right? All this takes is knowing ourselves. And it's so beautiful. I think a lot of people are afraid to know themselves. They're afraid of what's going on under there. They feel this moment of resistance, when the ego's fighting, because the ego doesn't want you to know your divinity, because then it ceases to exist. So the ego will be loud, and people hear that and think, ooh, doesn't feel good, don't want to go there, don't want to check that out. But the people who are willing to hear that, hold space for it, and still continue to dive in, expand beyond belief, beyond logic, beyond what the mind can comprehend. And in my experience, it is so, so worth it. And I love watching people change their lives this way. So that's the message that wanted to come through. I am sending you love wherever you are in this beautiful world. If this resonates, I would love to hear below. If you are a woman and you would like to join our free community, Radiant Goddess Revolution, on Facebook, we would love to have you join us. And of course, if you are interested in going to the next level, if you would like support, feel free to send me a message and learn about any of my programs or private mentoring. There's also links in my bio. What else? There is so one thing to know that's time sensitive is on Monday, I am hosting a live healing anxiety masterclass where I'm going to give you tools to really cultivate emotional intelligence so you can begin collapsing time and really step into your power and your creator seat. So if you'd like to join, the link is there. It's pre-register right now for $55. It will be available for the replay as well if you're catching this at a later point in time, and you have lifetime access to that. I think that's complete. Just know that you are a limitless being. I know that maybe you don't feel fully in your power right now, or you haven't been in your past, but that's okay. That can change in an instant. Let your goal be to know yourself and watch the universes that begin to open up for you. I'm excited for you. I'm sending you love, and I will connect with you soon. Bye.